Hey everybody, Ray the Video Guy here, and I've got a special hangout going on right now. I've brought in a special guest who's going to talk about something that right now is really, really important. For those of you who don't know, Google announced that in about 3 weeks from right now, from today, on the 21st of April, they are actually going to change their algorithm. And if you have a website that's doing really well on Google search but is not mobile optimized, you might get bumped right off of page one. And we don't want to see that happen to you. So what I've got for you today is I've brought in our good friend Tammy, who's going to talk to us a little bit about a product that she and Jack Hopman have just released. And you guys probably remember Jack. He's the local theme Jack guy. A lot of you have his local themes, the websites that are so easy to build. Well, he and Tammy are working together on a product for mobile marketing. And of course, right now, because of that change, local businesses need to make sure their websites are mobile optimized, and this is the perfect opportunity to help them do that. So Tammy, first of all, I know it's getting late out there in Florida, so welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us about this today.
Well, thank you, Ray. I always have a good time talking with you.
Beautiful. Well, so tell me a little bit now. Well, first of all, congratulations, because this product was announced as WSO of the day at the time we're recording this today. By the time people are watching this, it'll be yesterday, but it is WSO of the day as we record this, so congratulations for that, first of all.
Thank you. It's really, really exciting because Leads Master Pro Mobile Wizard Edition is my second product, and I've never had this experience before, but it's really cool. When I saw the beautiful email that was written, I think it's Mike Lance of WSO Warrior Forum. It was, I mean, the way it was written, it was just like the most beautiful email I'd ever seen, and it was like, you know, just really complimentary. And the product that Jack Hopman and I have designed really is, it's really, really phenomenal because it's called Leads Master Pro Mobile Wizard Edition. And what makes it so great is that Jack Hopman has created a mobile marketing agency WordPress theme, and it is one-click installation. And I am not kidding. Some people bought this theme, and within 5 minutes, they were reporting back on the Facebook page, hey, look at my new theme, and there it was. They had it ready to go, and they were implementing. And that's the beauty of this, is they actually are able to take this WordPress theme, install it, implement it, and they're ready to go. And the theme includes a mobile wizard, which is a mobile checker, so that you can actually do a side-by-side comparison of this is what your website looks like. You put a URL in. This is what it could look like. And if you want to, you could use it to do results in advance, so that you could say, here's your old website, here's the website that I've created for you, and boom, they can see the difference right away. And what I add to the mix is done for you presentations with my demonstration videos that I made. And I actually created these presentations about the Google, April 21st, Google's massive update for real life presentations. I just used them down in Naples at a big SCORE workshop that I did. And it was such important news that I actually had to rearrange my workshop to include this. So I made this presentation. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and I provide that with training in Mobile Wizard. And then I have a second presentation that is 21 ways to create a great website. So if you do use local theme Jack themes, I use those as my examples of what a good website should include. So that comes with it. So you get 2 done-for-you presentations. I created a PLR customizable report that is all original, that tells all about the Google's mobile update. It has screenshots in it that are generic, but the cool part about this report is that you could take a potential client's information and pop it into the report, and you would have a ready-to-go presentation. All you'd have to do is put your name on it and maybe put a page with a price on it. There you go. You've got a ready-to-go proposal. It tells them why they have to get this done. So you get that. And then I've made original emails. I did 2 different emails with really hot current subject lines, and I tested them in a spam checker to make sure they're not considered spam. And I do video training on how to actually use these emails, and I also do some training so that you don't get caught in the spam trap, to make your emails as non-spammy as possible. And I threw in a snail mail technique, which is, again, I'm using screenshots and a simple handwritten message on a sticky note that basically says, April 21st, Google friendly, deadline, you failed. Your name, phone number, and then of course I explain how to send it to people so that it appears to be coming from a person, a person and not a business. And I've used this, and you will get the phone ringing. When I did it, I had to quit doing the mailings. I just couldn't keep up. So it's a proven system. And then, let's see, what else do I include? Oh, I've given you all kinds of support material, news articles, screenshots, materials, so that no matter what you're doing, if you're standing in front of a group of business people, if you want to do a webinar, if you want to show it on your tablet, I've made it so that you can become the authority about the Google Mobile Friendly update. And of course, all the sources come directly from Google, so you're using the highest authority when it comes to this update as your source. So I made sure that I did that. And let's see, what else is there? Oh, the bonuses. In the bonus, like I said, I just did a big presentation down in Naples for SCORE, and we actually videotaped this live presentation. So I'm going to include parts of this live demonstration of me presenting so that you can get just the idea that, boy, if Tammy can stand up there and do this, I can do it too. Because I was looking at the footage today and I said, oh my goodness. I was wearing some kind of shoes that made it like I was rocking, and I was looking at it going, oh my God, because they were gushy shoes. So I'm going, if I can get up there and put myself in front of these people, anybody can do it. And it gives you credibility, just the authority, credibility factor of being the speaker teacher is just huge. But what I have as a bonus is I think it's probably my secret weapon, and I didn't even know how powerful it was until I started to really think back about every time I would speak. I would come back with all of these evaluations, and I knew their name, their address, their URL, their phone number. There were messages written to me about what they wanted, what they needed, and how I could help them. And they wanted my free gifts that I was giving them. And typically my free gifts would be PDFs of information, depending on what my talk was about. Maybe it was about Facebook. Maybe it was about mobile friendly. In this case, I was offering to do a mobile friendly check for them. Okay. And then I actually created another form this time, where I give them a website analysis, which is actually quite valuable. And you should have saw the response to that. I called it 20 questions. And these people, they wrote paragraphs about their issues and problems and needs. So this stuff is really powerful, and what I gave you is the template, and also I did what I call a deconstruction video where I show you every point of it and why I did it that way and why it works in a psychological fashion. Because again, when you're in a no pitch situation, you have to be able to put your offer, your services somewhere, and on these evaluations is where you can do it. And then they can mark whether or not they want you to make an appointment with them. They can mark if they want to take advantage of your offer. And they also will tell you if they're not interested. So you can actually know these are hot prospects, these are like medium follow-up. These people, they say no, but they wanted all this information. So what that's telling you is I'm not ready, you know, when they say that. So I'm offering that. And I believe Jack has a bonus related to Theme Jack, but to tell you the truth, I don't remember exactly what it is. So I don't want to make any promises. But, okay, it's $27 for all of what I just described. And the upsell or OTO on that is actually Sales Dynamite Jack, or if you wanted to, you could get a local Theme Jack Enterprise. But the package Mobile Wizard is 100% complete, $27, and it includes also access to our private Facebook group where you get access to me, and I talk to people. People ask me a question, I answer. I do training on a regular basis, typically on Sundays and Tuesdays, and then every now and then we'll throw in a special training if something is hot. So you get this really phenomenal support, and I always ask people, what do you want to learn? And then they tell me, and then I turn around and I provide whatever it is that they need. So if they want more sales training, then, you know, what do you want? What do you need? What can I create for you? And I try to help everybody. And so far, people are really, really showing their appreciation for that. And of course, it motivates me to give more because that's my personality type. You know, is like, oh, you like that? Like Sally Field, you know, they like me, they really like me. That's kind of my personality type. It's like, oh, you want more? Okay, I'll give you more, because I just start thinking like all of the different adventures I've been on trying to find, you know, the product mix, the right niche, you know, who's the best client, what services to provide. And right now, it is truly, and this is God's honest 100% truth, truly, truly the golden opportunity for mobile, because we've been talking about this for years, and everybody's, yeah, whatever. But now,
someday I'll do it.
Google is saying, guess what? If you don't make your website mobile friendly, we will make it impact you significantly in all languages around the world. And again, without going into the fear factor, what that means is that if you don't have a mobile-friendly website, you could lose ranking, and if nobody can find you, if you're relying on that, then you're not going to get business. And of course, this is related to the mobile device, or the smartphone is what it's related to. And in my presentation, I actually go into detail about what this mobile-friendly update is affecting and how Google is talking about it. And then in my group, I actually have, it's like a 2-hour Q&A directly from Google that you can watch. That's, you know, it's like right from the mouth of Google employees telling you what this is all about. So overall, what I did is I did all the heavy lifting. I went out and I found all the information I could find, videos, news articles, Google, and I put it all into one place. And then I tied it up in a pretty package so that all you have to do is make the appointments to get out there and either speak or set up your webinar or send it in an email. You know, you do have to work, but I made it as easy as possible and put hours and hours into pulling it all together and creating the content so that somebody who, let's say you had zero knowledge of this, you could take
That's
this
not hard for me to do.
and go. And just by listening to my demonstration and listening to how I present it, if you can read a slide and then, you know, put a few words extra into it and smile a lot, you can do a really good presentation.
Nice.
And it will just elevate your status to, whoa, that person knows this stuff. They're trustworthy. I mean, all of the reasons why you want to speak are built into this, and all you have to do is actually do it. That's the big secret of all of this stuff, is to take action and to actually use what you're buying. And don't let that $27 price tag fool you into thinking it's just another little shiny object, because it's not. This is real value and stuff that you can apply and start making money with if you actually use it. You know, that is the big secret to all of this, is it doesn't do anybody any good if you buy it and then you never do anything with it. But if you actually say, hey, I want to be the authority on the mobile-friendly update now and in the future, because the opportunity won't end like magic on April 21st. That's just their deadline, so that people know when something happens, don't be shocked. We told you this is happening, and believe me, it's, you know, people are starting to hear about it now, so you might as well be one of the first to latch onto that wave, because if you're out there talking about it before other people, you will be the perceived expert because you were talking about it. So it's really important.
Well, and that's the thing, and I think anybody who's, you know, thinking about what we're talking about here, you know, an expert is just somebody who knows more than you do. And, you know, if you learn this and you know more than the business owner, the plumber, the dentist, and the doctor, well, then you're the expert at that. And, you know, just as a recap, because I'm one of those people that I don't know a lot about websites. You know, I'm a tech illiterate with that, and yet, you know, for instance, with Local Theme Jack, I've put up a whole bunch of websites that are actually doing some pretty good stuff for some people, and you know, I'm not a website guy yet. I was able to do it almost instantaneously. So to recap this, essentially, even me, guy who knows nothing about mobile websites or any websites really, I can use the theme that's included to start my own mobile website business.
Yep.
I get all the presentations, all the education to be able to teach people, all the materials to sell it, and the tool to be able to check the website for them so they can actually see that their site is not mobile friendly. So, I mean, how can you beat that? I mean, that's, you know, essentially, as we like to say, business in a box.
Right. The only thing is, of course, I do not tell you how much to sell it for.
Right.
Because the beauty of this is, and this is a good lesson for all of us to learn, you just be sure that because it's so easy, I mean, you know, when a Local Theme Jack is so easy that you go, oh my goodness, it only took me 5 minutes to do this. How could I charge more than a couple $100 because it only took me 5 minutes? You are no longer in a JOB. JOB is a dirty word. You have to start thinking, I am creating a business. a real business where you can make real profits, not based on trading hours for dollars. It's really important that you change that mindset to understanding that you're in a business. It's not about trading hours for dollars, and you want to make a profit because you can create a business that you can sell in the future once you've made it big enough. So this really is an opportunity to create a mobile marketing agency, and it's, you know, it's right there, and it's $27. And again, I don't want you to think that $27 is like, oh, it's just piddly crap. You know, I've been in the situation where that $27, you know, it was like, oh, $27, that's like groceries. Oh, that's going to fill my gas tank. You know, should I or shouldn't I? And I mean, I've been there, so that's why I think I probably over deliver so much, is because I know that that $27, even though it seems like a small amount, it's an investment that you're saying, I'm going to invest this into me, and I can turn around and make that $27 into $2,700. Or maybe it'll turn into $27,000. I don't know. I just know that don't let that small price tag make you think that you're not getting something of great value, because everyone who's been through my trainings, I always ask that question, did you get value? Was it worth, you know, $27? And, you know, hundreds of people will start writing, you know, what they think, and they all will give that feedback of, wow, you actually gave us training without trying to sell us something, or you provided something that I can implement tomorrow. Like, no matter what time you hear this presentation, let's say that, you know, it's midnight, you could get up tomorrow morning and with the mobile agency theme, do it 5 minutes, start, you know, calling people to make presentations, or do your emails, or do your snail mail campaign, whatever it is, and you could start making money the same day or the same week, because this is so hot and important. And the tool, the Mobile Wizard tool, is really cool because it shows side-by-side comparison. And even if you don't have the actual demo of their new site, you can show what it would look like, and they'll be able to tell right away that, gee, if my site looks like my site I actually have a bad website that I moved into a local theme, Jack, but my old site, when you looked at it, it was this big blue box. You couldn't tell what it was. You would have no idea. And now I have a digital marketing theme, tap to call. It's all clean, and you can scroll up and down. You can watch videos. I mean, on your phone. It's very powerful stuff. So I just want people to understand that don't let that small price make you think that it's a small service or something small, because the value is whatever, you know, it's going to be what you make it, I guess is what I'm trying to say in my long-windedness, is, you know, and Ray knows me well enough to know that I just I like to talk.
But I can testify to this because Jack actually showed me the theme a while back, and it's fantastic. And I, like I said, I use Jack's themes for some plumber websites and dog grooming websites and dentist websites. And when you say 5 minutes, I mean, you're not kidding. I mean, I know many people watching this probably have local theme, Jack, because I know a bunch of people, you know, in this audience purchased it. But if you haven't, you got to see this, because literally you press a button and you've got an entire site. And I mean, with articles and pictures already in it and everything. You just change your name and your phone number, and you're done. I mean, it's unbelievable stuff. And with the training that Tammy provides, and with the tool to be able to check people's websites, and for those of you who do this for people, well, you can then use Local Theme Jack to create the mobile-friendly sites for them. So you get that, that you can upgrade to if that's a direction you want to go. But this is a great opportunity. And again, Tammy, I thank you for joining us on this because I think it is very important and a great opportunity because of the timing, especially with Google making that change. And speaking of timing, you and Jack do not stop just on this mobile stuff because I wanted to also announce, and we talked about this when we did the radio show, we're going to be doing a webinar, and we've finally nailed down a time. It's going to be next Thursday at 2 p.m. when we're going to talk about video and how to do a very similar thing with video and websites. So we look forward to that, and I will have a link for people to sign up for that webinar because it's going to be huge, and you're definitely going to want to get into that. So, and is there any little sneak peek you can give us about the video version?
This is what I want to tell everybody about LeadsMaster Pro Video Marketing Agency Edition. Again, you get this fabulous WordPress theme from Local Theme Jack, but what I give you in this is a way to make, and this is what I did this, to make $3,500 to $4,500 in a day doing what I call a local video marketing day for businesses. I've done this 4 times now. I've done it at local chambers of commerce. I actually did one at an attorney's office, and it is a very popular way to spread the cost of video out to several different businesses while giving them the opportunity to experience the power of video. So that's part of the Video Agency Edition. And then on top of that, I also give you my take or my formula on how I have been able to go out and find people who are telling me, Tammy, help me. I want to use video. I even paid thousands of dollars for videos, but I have a bad YouTube channel, or I don't have a YouTube channel at all, or my videos are not optimized. I have the perfect story for you. This just happened down in Naples at that SCORE workshop. The end of the presentation, because on April 11th, I'm actually doing a SCORE workshop on video and YouTube marketing for local businesses. Well, there was a gentleman in the audience, and he was telling me, he goes, why isn't my web presence doing better? I've got all of this stuff, and he showed me all of the different things, and he had video. And I said, well, let's go take a look at your videos, and maybe that will tell us something. And so, of course, we go to YouTube. Guess what the name of his video was?
Let me guess. Video01.mp4.
It was something like MPG, and I looked and he had 10, 15, 20 of these videos, and they had nothing on them. They were playing on his website. He had them on his website. But his YouTube was the big gray bar,
Right.
It was like absolutely nothing. And so I told him, I said, make sure that you sign up for my next workshop, because we'll use you for the case study and we'll fix all this. And I know that when we fix all of this guy's videos, that he's going to find that not only does he have more oomph on his website, but he's going to have more oomph in his video rankings, because he wanted to use video, but he didn't know how. And so video, along with mobile marketing, in my business, mobile marketing, reputation or review videos, and then traditional videos, that's what I'm focusing on. And because I understand them, and that's actually how Ray and I met, was because of our love of video marketing is how we actually met. But so in this Leads Master Pro Video Agency Edition, I give you the actual how to set up these video marketing days, and I give you the value of my experience on how to do it and how to get everything set up and even how I marketed it. And then I give you the leads on how to find unlimited leads for people who want video. So again, that is another $27 product where you're getting value because you can actually take it out into the real world and implement it as soon as you learn about it. And I actually have people right now who are setting up video marketing days based on the training that they've received, and it works.
I know a few people that have done it, that have already done it in the past, that have been successful mocking that. So that's good.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it, and I'm always right now, though, the April 21st deadline for the Google Massive Update, it is huge. If you're in local marketing, or if you're one of those people who you've been kind of sitting on the fence going, maybe I'd like to get into local marketing, but you know what, I don't know what I would do. Now's the time, because even if you're working at a full-time job, you could sell some mobile-friendly websites and get started. And like me, it took me about 6 months, but after 6 months, I was able to wave goodbye to the job. And as soon as I did that, because I was able to focus, everything tripled.
Nice.
Like, just tripled, because, you know, instead of me, you know, doing my work, you know, between the hours of like 7 and midnight every day, I all of a sudden was able to devote a whole day to appointments and to get everything done and everything. So it's a good, what I would call a good foot in the door strategy, because you have a real reason to contact people, and you're providing a real service, and it's real, it's true. You can really help them in a lot of different ways. So it's a golden opportunity.
Yeah, so there you go. For a $27 WSO, you've got this great opportunity to hit people up between now and the 21st, and of course after the 21st. But this is a big push. You can get them to spend those tax refund checks on mobile websites. So there we go.
That's a really good idea, Ray.
Yeah, and of course that WSO is available right now, so you can click the link below this video, and not only can you click the link to go to the page and get all of that great stuff, but you'll also see below this video some of the bonuses that I've included in here as well. So you're going to get all of Tammy's bonuses, all of my bonuses, and the ability to take people's tax refund checks. So
wow, your bonuses are really good. Seriously, I'm a Ray fan, but I always, if I half the time, I'll buy something to get your bonus.
You know, that's the goal sometimes. You know, really make people jump on it for that reason. And I get people that say that all the time, which is kind of funny. But you know, hey, I bought the $7 WSO so I could get the $20 graphic package or whatever.
Well, it's true. Sometimes the bonuses are better than the whole product, but honestly, in this case,
I was going to say, not in this case, though.
The product is pretty darn good, and the fact that you get the as you can tell, I'm very human and very real, and Jack is very human and very real, and you get this real life experience that I can't honestly say that some of these big gurus even have. You know, I don't know that they're out there in the real world doing what we're doing in local marketing and get that real world response from real business people, you know, because that's where it really, you know, hits the fan, is does this work when you go out and talk to real business people. And you know, I've been out there and I know what their pains are, and so that's why I developed the product, you know, not only for me or for you, but for the business people, because you have to help these people. They really need help. They rely on you. And once you help them, they will come back to you for everything
Yeah.
that they need. I mean, I have clients. I mean, they want me to do everything for them, even stuff I don't even do, like printing. I do it, but it's because they trust me. So it's like, oh, Tammy can help me. Ask Tammy. Tammy can do it. So I just say okay, and I do it. Because I can and I can figure it out. So I appreciate your time. I
No,
really do.
I appreciate you coming on and doing this. And of course, not only should you be jumping on this WSO, but remember, mark your calendars for next Thursday at 2 p.m. And we'll talk more about video and how that relates to all of this and how you can make probably a ton more money with video even than with the mobile marketing. So we look forward to that. So again, Tammy, thank you for taking the time. I know it's getting late out in Florida, so I'll let you get back to your evening stuff and go watch American Idol or whatever it is that you need to do there. So.
Well, thanks a lot, Ray. I appreciate it.
All right, well, I appreciate it. And again, check below this video for the bonuses that we have available and to purchase the product. And mark your calendars for next Thursday. I'll be sending out an invitation to that webinar shortly. So look out for that, and we will talk to you all soon.
Thank you.